Okay, guys and dolls, here we are yet again in the lovely corner of the craft room. Okay, here's a recap. I finished painting the white around all of the tape, and then after that coat dried, I actually came back with a little bit more and tried to touch up as best as I can. So the wrinkles and kind of like the sogginess that we were having last video as I was painting them has actually smoothed itself out. So it must have just been because it was wet, but I did have a little bit of a panic there. So I am going now to trim out the ceiling and this bulkhead with the light blue, and then we will start rollering. I'm really excited, but I'm trying to stay like reasonably excited just in case something goes awry. This paint is called Memory Book Blue, and this is the light blue. The dark blue is Colonial Blue. So I feel like they're a little bit more traditional blue colors. Like I said, they kind of lean a little gray, but they're not gray. So I didn't paint over gray to put gray back. I promise you, they're blue. But they just kind of have that more like vintage, I mean really like traditional color blue. So I'm really excited. Here's what it looks like in the can. Let's see what it looks like when it dries though, because those are two different things. This is looking a little baby blue. I hope it dries darker, because I don't think that's the color I picked. Or it could have been. Who's to say? We'll keep going and fingers crossed that it'll dry darker. All right, I've just trimmed out the little spot that you can see. Oh, that is actually drying up a lot better. That makes me feel good. Like I said, it looked baby blue and I thought, I'm pretty sure that's not what I picked. So now I've got these little rollers and we are gonna do our best. So I am gonna paint up to the tape, but I'm just gonna try to be like sensitive and not try to paint on top of it too hard or like go at it too hard. I definitely will not put like a fresh roll on a seam. You can't even see that one. Like on a seam. I'll probably, when I dip it and I start to spread it, I'll probably put it here and then move it around just so the tape doesn't get goopy again. I think getting a paint roller started is the hardest part. Because when it's all dry and it doesn't want to rotate, but once it's soggy, it's smooth sailing. So these first couple of rolls are actually doing pretty good. I think the white paint yesterday kind of made like a glue. So I actually haven't had to restick any tape except for tape that has not been painted. So like that's popping out, but it hasn't been painted, or that one. So it seemed like the white did its job at helping the tape stay down. And I am just like so excited for this step, but so anxious for this step to be over so we can see what's happening underneath. So.
Looks great. I'm liking the blue. It's gonna be such a great color down here.
It looks like a little baby blue.
It does.
It's drying darker.
Yes,
Can you see that?
I
Okay.
agree.
Because I was like, I don't want baby blue.
I don't need this. It's gonna be this light. Nah, it's gonna look good.
And I'm thinking maybe too when we get the dark in there, then they'll have that contrast and it'll
It'll darken
look
a little.
differently
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everything looks different if it's just white it's being compared to.
Yeah, it's always lighter.
Okay, it's done. I've got a couple of spots to touch up kind of here and there, but that is the first coat of the blue. The blue actually did really well over the white, so that's why we did white as the base, because everything paints well over white. And now we wait for it to dry. I will say most of the tape stayed pretty secure. There was maybe a handful that kind of got wrinkly. So fingers crossed. But even if only a handful leak and that's all I have to fix, like that's okay. I can live with that. So I guess technically I still have to do under the window. I just have to like crawl down there and you know, that's not something we want to record. So I'll finish under the window and then I'll kind of give you a big panoramic and then we'll call that a day. Okay, let's walk together. So here is the long wall. So I'm literally standing right in front of the door. So here is this long wall. And then here is the back wall. Oh my goodness. This looks like polka dots right now, which I'm not opposed to. I also love polka dots. Honestly, did not take nearly as much paint as I thought it would. So I grabbed a gallon, but I probably only used like a fifth of it. No joke. So that's fun. Gotta find somewhere else to put this light blue in the house. Okay, there's the disaster side where everything is trying to stay safe. Crazy. We will wait for this to dry and then we will check back in tomorrow. See you, friends. Oh my gosh.
There's one. Or another one.
I'm so relieved, but that is two of, I'll probably feel completely relieved when all of them are off, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Nice slow process. I mean, you're not going to go quick at it.
Because the white hasn't been stuck.
Well,
So if you pull that top right now, the rest should come off all up.
yeah, so I mean, it's just, you just go nice and slow, and you shouldn't have any problems. Because some of it's just like, there's like this, you know, when you taped it down, or when you put over with the brush, it glued it. So instead of ripping the paint off, if you just go nice and slow.
Oh my gosh, Katie, it works.
There's three. A little bit.
Oh my gosh, cutie!
It's not bad though. Not bad at all.
You know what? I really was going to wait till tomorrow to do this.
Oh, you'll knock this out.
But I probably would not have slept tonight because I'm so anxious about this part.
Yep, I would just.
I just want it to work so bad.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about it. It worked.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, pup.
So look, you can see right there that the paint kind of made a dam.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yep. There's a few of those. I noticed that over here on something too.
But I just think...
There's one right there.
Yeah. Which is fine because it's the white and you can't see it.
Yeah.
But I think if that were the blue...
Hi, Days.
Then that would have really stunk, you
Yeah.
know? Hi, booger babe. You okay? You are so sleepy.
Yeah.
You are so sleepy. Are you ready to go to bed? Good girl. Yes. Thank you, Days. I know. I see you. I know. I see you. Oh my gosh, cutie. I cannot believe it.
If it worked, just like you planned it.
I really thought we were done for the night, friends. But I am really so grateful that my husband convinced me to come down here and at least try to peel the tape, because I probably would not have slept well tonight. And I know that sounds silly, but I was so anxious that these lines were going to be so bad. But the white paint sealing in the tape definitely was the right way to go. So the squares that have a little piece of tape left in them are ones that we just need to touch up. But I think overall that's maybe 10 squares. Only 10 out of all of these squares needed help. Thank heavens. Okay, so now I'm really going to bed. I just cannot wait now to get this dark blue square in the middle. I think this is already really cute just like this. So imagine it with the other square. Okay, now I'm getting weird and hyper because it's late and I'm excited. Okay, goodbye, friends.